He's allergic to it, it will kill you. Some people like a Toyota pickup, some like a Nissan. And when we look at Raymond Stewart, he was the best at the time. Now we are gold. Who knows what will happen in another 5 years? So the best is subjective. Ah, only the best is good enough. So let us delve into this sentiment. Let's take a moment to contemplate the often overlooked word enough.
One of the things that my father had, it was an admonition. If you had something on your plate that was good piece of pizza, you hadn't finished it, and you were looking for more before you even enjoyed what was on your plate, you got in trouble. He'd say, never satisfied. That's the thing that'll get you, is never being satisfied with what you have right here, because it's enough. What you have is enough. And for my father, with his disability, walking with crutches, a working class man. We lived, never owned a home. He sent his kids to college. He lived with such a fullness and an enoughness. And we live in a time where it feels like folks never think it's enough. Yeah. We're always looking at the next thing on YouTube, and now we're not satisfied, ever. I've met billionaires who are not satisfied. They don't feel like it's enough. But I have met Marion Robinson, who is quite happy with who she is. So that's a long way of saying, will you be okay? As long as you're okay with you, as long as you know that Drew, all alone in her chair with a book, is enough, then it doesn't matter whether your kids are there, you don't need to hold on to them. It doesn't matter whether you're free, it doesn't matter whether you have this job, you will be enough.
I that video drew me so much because it reminds us that's why we're being the best and striving for excellence. It is commendable, but it is essential to find a balance between ambition and commitment. It also means that as a human being, being enough is taking care of yourself along with taking care of others. It is a reflection point to consider that the supreme being, God, is ultimately in charge. So while we're doing our best, sometimes pause, realize that you have done enough and let God. Take the time sometimes to celebrate your enough by recognizing that there is a point at which our efforts yield satisfactory results. You must embrace fulfillment and satisfaction of your achievements. It encourages us to acknowledge that perfection is an elusive deal, while excellence is being pursued with diligence and passion. So enough allows us to define our limits, and by doing so, helps us to recognize our accomplishments, and importantly, to celebrate them. My fellow alumni, invited guests, let us try to inspire one another with our stories of triumph and resilience. Thank you. Let us remember that our commitment to excellence is not limited to our days at Camperdown, but continues to shape the world around us, touching lives and making a profound impact. I'd like to invite everyone in here, whether you're an alumni or an invited guest, for us all to say the Latin phrase, solum optima pitiam sum. English, only the best is good enough. Repeat after me. I am the best. I am enough. And together we must. Good night and thank you.
Oh my goodness, I am the best. Say it every morning. And I am enough. Wow. speeches I've seen this year. And I've seen a whole day, country to country. And I must say, I've given about 40 already this year, and that was much better than all of mine. That's worth it. I found about 10 things I must do. Can I get that PowerPoint? Big up our sister, Elva. Karen, the imposter. I love me some Elva. I still love her dancing Elva too. Wow. So many greats on that video, and so many greats in this room. And you are enough. Sometimes we're trying to be like everybody else. We just gotta stop and look in the mirror and remind ourselves that we've done our best. And we continue to do our best. Thank you for that reminder, Karen. What a speech, right? And love how she infused the videos. She put work in. That's what you call a top student. Unlike me, I just turn up like, yeah, what does I talk? You did a PowerPoint, not my concordance. And it's called C students. But that's okay, I'm still enough. Karen, we want to thank you. And I would also like to invite now Miss Katie or Cody. You know, in Jamaica, you can call people. Establish that for those who were there earlier. Cody or Katie. As I said, I'm impressed they called me. So, would you like to be Cody or Katie right now? I like that. So, Miss Katie Corden will now deliver a special presentation to our guest speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Miss Karen Fredericks. Karen's working room. She says, special presentation mode for you. But Karen, on behalf of the pastor, we want to thank you for your presentation. It's good that we could remember that we are enough. You spoke that only the best is good enough. And it's not just a motto, but a lifestyle. And we should live it. It also spoke to us about our friendships that we formed, even the imposters. And I also wanted to go to Alpha, but unfortunately, I went to the greatest school. We just we thank you again for reminding us that enough is not just enough, but that we must take care of ourselves, we must find a balance, we must take time to celebrate your enough, embrace your fulfillment.
That unfortunate is kind of turned everybody.
Decide our limits and to recognize our accomplishments. So on behalf of Pastor again, we thank you very much for taking your time out to come and be with us. Clap her again. Unfortunately, I came to the greatest.
The psychologist in me went too late. Did you go hunting? Did you find what you wanted to do? I'm going to get some stuff. By 9:30, it's good news. Ah, there she is.
Thank you.
I don't know no other place to go but this school.
And you are welcome at my meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatness, the best doesn't stop there. There's so much more. Remember, we're leading up to celebrating our honorees and the great performance by Nadine Sutherland. But I left this part for now, and I think it was right that I did. I followed my gut, because
Our guest speaker showed you so many greats on the screen. And one is right here sitting at my table. And I wanted to catch a selfie with him, so I had to refresh my powder on my face and my lips so we get the right selfie. As I invite Nadine Hunt to make a special acknowledgement, I shall get my selfie phone out, because you know I like to take selfies with regular people, right? Remember I told you earlier? And he's one of yours. So I now invite Nadine Hunt for a special acknowledgement in this room from Camperdown. On behalf of myself, we want to recognize Sean Clark for outstanding performance as a justice I have been here.
Okay, this is not going to transcend on radio. Oh, this good. I remember the timing. They were matching timing and we got the board.
No audio.
Come on, man. You know what's, listen, make some noise. World record under 20 over at East Jamaica for Camperdown. I want you all to make everybody else in the rest of this world scream louder for our athletes. We must cheer them on first. He's yours, he's ours, you're ours. And we love you. And we're going to watch you grow. And we're going to support you. And it doesn't matter what you do out there in the world stage, we'll always be here for you. Right? We lift him. We celebrate him. Ladies and gentlemen, Rashawn Clark. And let me get the selfie before your boss. Come back, one of my famous friends, you know. I'm going to call them like films from when it starts. They say after they make the first $1 million US, you know, so we can't find them. They say, oh, when they make on the world stage, I have a lot of friends who have had this title and more. And they're still my good friends. We eat together and stuff. But me not lie. When we takes about 3 months before we get back, Empress John Mustard, we're not busy. So I know, you know it, God, you get busy, don't. Come let me talk to you for 2 seconds. Come. God, nobody nice. Me, I get the interview. Let me selfie the video interview. You know? Because you see when BBC, I thought, nah, take my interview. Me, I tell you now. You take it? Oh, I don't know. Guys, write it down. He said he's going to take my interview. All right, let's go. So, Rashawn Clark, tell me what it's like being a Camperdown alumni.
It's a great feeling to come out here alongside these great people. But it's my first time, and so far it's so good.
So tell me about the first time you knew you had that talent. The first time you saw yourself out there on the track saying, I've got this. I'm going to be an international star. There must have been a very first time.
The first time is actually when I started for that's in 2020. I was first introduced to the 400 individual. My coach is not here today, but we got to do it. And from there, I know greatness is always in store for me. So I
So we've seen many a black man fall at the hands of foreign women in their career. I know because I've seen them. But as a mommy mentor from Talk of You, they said the Talk of You. I'm just saying, the temptation is real, my son. How are you going to avoid the temptations of lust when it's time to sleep and drain? But there's so much to do. How do you keep your composure, my Camperdown son?
Just remember,
What did he say?
just remember my coach.
What did he say? Only the best is here tonight. Let's give it up for our very own Sean Clark. Thank you so much, and all the best. Stay humble. Oprah ain't got nothing on me. I got him first. Now, there's so much to learn from our young persons. And we have so much to do. This is about giving back tonight. Giving back not just to the students who are already at Camperdown, but the students who have just exited. We've got to support his career. And it means helping him to get endorsement deals, helping him to stay on track. Yeah? And as a country, as I said, let's not make anybody else pick up our artists or our culture or people more than we. Okay? We must first support our own. Dancer yard before you? Yeah, let's practice that. So I'm feeling good about everything and everyone that I've met and seen here tonight, and it's going to get even better. Tonight, we have our awardees, our honorees, and I've had the privilege of sitting with them at the table. I know a little bit about them, meaning their titles, their energy. I've been happy to consume at the table over dinner. Not everybody gets to sit and have dinner with Camperdown alumni. You know what I'm saying? Awardees. I am blessed. I am blessed. And tonight you will be too, as we honor two dynamic Camperdown alumni. Ladies and gentlemen, to do that, I'm going to ask first our presenter, Mr. Kevin Brown, Assistant Treasurer, to come forward at CASTA. And I think we're going to play, or Kevin, why don't I allow you to lead? He's like, what? I know most men say that. You really want me to lead? He's like,
Don't let the door hit you with a good luck.
before he leaves and makes a presentation. Kevin, you want me to take over? All right, no problem. I like doing that. I'm a Leo, August 19th. I'm going to ask you all,
That looks like
please,
meat.
to take a look at this special
Any dairy in it?
presentation
No dairy.
of Miss Rosemary Anderson and Nathan, our very own. So, ladies and gentlemen, anybody else want to be interviewed while we fix the technical challenges? Whoa! Ativos! When I'm being selected, everybody big up Jesus right now!
Sorry.
You see me on the video? Hello, Camperdown.
Listen. Before we even start, ladies and gentlemen, my people. For those of you who don't know me, I come from the belly and the culture too. I come from the dance hall too, where we used to wine and now I'm a married woman with 2 kids, and my kids are on the internet. I just can't do it like I used to anymore. Too many phones. This man, one of the biggest selectors in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you via an interview while we get the video right. Chief!
goes to Alum. But a lot of them never know I went to Camperdown.
Can we talk, please? Tell me about Camperdown, your days, and entering the sound system, your career, and how many people have danced to your song, your mix, from Japan, from France, from Germany. Everybody love you. Tell me about your life.
Okay, I started doing the music when I was 11 years old. By that time, I was at Camperdown. But I had two names. At Camperdown, them called Zico. Not because football, because I got that name before the Zico from Brazil. Right, but and then in Portmore and around Jamaica, they call me Jeepers. So it's kind of confusing, you know? But the music thing now, I first started with my music teacher. I remember her name. What music teacher in that time? All right. So we have a thing here, recorder. She said, go get your recorder. Do you get the recorder now? And she said, get out of the class. I went back to the class, but I always stay at the back of the class with music. But the drama part now, drama teacher was Mr. Wendy. All right. Before I leave, him tell me one thing. Him say, listen, when you want an audience, you must go to the mirror and look in the mirror like this and do like this. And guess what? You never get a stage fright. Clap yourself, look in the mirror. Clap yourself, look in the mirror, you look at yourself. And you will grow. So when you see a million people, where I see a million people already on stage, you never get stage fright because the mirror is right here. Thank you very much. Enjoy the show.
Big up yourself, Jeepers. People don't even know what you've done in your career, how many people you've made happy with your selection. Jano, one of the biggest things about Jamaica is our culture, not true? And they don't know you, but they know the culture. And it's amazing what you just said, Jeepers. I'm going to use that in my workshops with speaking to directors and, just corporate individuals who don't know how to present in a boardroom. They lack so much confidence, They walk in and they freeze when they see the chairman. And, management level, leaders are like, I don't know how to talk when I go into this big meeting. Look in the mirror before you show up and know that you are the best. You're confident in what you do. So many lessons in that, Jeepers. Good to see you. Wow, what a filler that was. What a filler. That was a great filler. Come on, let's clap that. So now, we fixed the technical challenge, and we now present our honoree tonight.
Rosemary Anderson Finlater, a devoted advocate for education and an exemplar of unwavering dedication to her alma mater, Camperdown High, is set to join the esteemed ranks of the Camperdown Hall of Flame. Her journey, characterized by a lifelong commitment to learning, service, and community, is a testament to the transformative power of education. Rosemary's story begins in the vibrant community of Western Kingston, Jamaica, where she attended Chateau Park Primary School. It was here that her passion for education ignited. Her educational voyage continued at Camperdown High School, a place where she would forever hold in her heart. Throughout her time at Camperdown, Rosemary demonstrated extraordinary leadership qualities. She served as the captain of the netball teams, leading them to numerous national championships.
Most of us know Rose as the past netball, and actually our mural is on the school, I think it's on the bathroom walls. And the person who is a dietic Camperdonian that you can call on her at any time to give back, and she's always going to give. She attends and supports all alumni groups.
Her scholastic achievements culminated in her graduation in 1975, bearing several GCE O-level subjects and advanced passes. Armed with a profound appreciation for the transformative potential of education, Rosemary continued her academic journey at the University of the West Indies, UWI, graduating in 1982. Rosemary's journey was destined for new horizons, leading her to the United States of America, where she launched a successful career in traffic engineering. Currently, Rosemary serves as the manager for local and rural safety at the US DOT Federal Highway Administration Office of Safety. In this role, she offers training, technical assistance, and essential transportation safety resources to state, tribal, and local agencies.
I've known Rosemary for close to 20 years now. I first met Rosemary when we worked for partner agencies in New Jersey, and she called to invite me to deliver a presentation at her safety committee meeting. I agreed, and the rest is history. We worked for several years championing various safety initiatives in New Jersey before she decided to join Federal Highway Administration. And since then, I've been very fortunate to work directly in the same office with Rosemary for a majority of that time. I admire Rosemary's ability to connect with people. She is a true leader and advocate for local and rural road safety in the U.S. and works tirelessly to make sure that our partners have the resources they need to save lives in their communities.
Her dedication and excellence were further underscored by awards such as the USDOT FHWA Administrator's Superior Achievement Award in 2014. The Delaware Valley Regional Planning Commission's Champion Award for Leadership in Advancing Traffic Safety in 2015, and the US DOT Secretary Team Award for Local Road Safety Plan Development in 2019. Her commitment to public service was celebrated during the Public Service Recognition Week in 2023.
Every opportunity I get, I speak with the students, try to encourage them. But mainly I would say to them, seek opportunities to try something new, challenge yourself, give whatever you're doing 100% or sometimes 120. Don't be afraid to fail or lose. Don't look at it as failure, look at it as experience gained and use it to your benefit. Put in the work and be prepared for whatever opportunities may present itself.
Her consistent support for all chapters of the Camperdown Alumni Association and Camperdown High School, particularly her dedication to the netball and track teams, reflects her unwavering loyalty to her alma mater.
The impact she's had on my life has been personal. We met by mere chance some years ago and fell in love. And when the time was right, we became married earlier this year. If she could hear this message right now, I would just say to her, Rosemary, congratulations on this honor that is being bestowed upon you by your beloved Camperdown High School Alumni Association. And I know that you will continue to represent the values that the Camperdown High School has taught you. And I wish you well. All the best to you, my love.
For her relentless dedication, unwavering commitment, and outstanding contributions to Camperdown High School and the wider community, CASTAC is excited to induct Rosemary Anderson Finlater into the Hall of Flame. Her story is a beacon of inspiration, illuminating the path to excellence, service, and the enduring power of education. Rosemary's legacy will continue to shine as an emblem of the heights that can be achieved with a steadfast commitment to one's passions and values.
I'd like to invite Ms. Rosemary Anderson Finlater to come to the stage at this moment to collect her award and be inducted.
She was in the netball team. That's what it was.
Congratulations! And there is more. Ladies and gentlemen, our second honoree in the Hall of Fame tonight. Take a look.
Tyrone Donovan Shaw, the distinguished alumnus we gather to honor tonight, represents a remarkable journey characterized by unwavering commitment to justice, education, and the pursuit of excellence. Born in Jamaica, he has spent a significant portion of his life serving not only the legal profession, but also the community, leaving an indelible mark. Tyrone's educational journey commenced at Camperdown High School, spanning from 1963 to 1970.
Tyrone Sean, affectionately known as Sean. We sat in the same room from first form through upper six. This means we've known each other for almost 50 years. I most admire Tyrone for being brave enough to leave the comforts of his native land to move to St. Lucia and set up his law practice, where he is now regarded and revered as one of that island's top lawyers.
Camperdown High School played a pivotal role in shaping Tyrone's character and outlook on life. He recalls that students from other schools often viewed Camperdown students as, quote, not good enough, end quote. This perception fueled his determination to prove them wrong. He was determined to show that he was not only just as good, but even better. His resilience and commitment to proving his worth became defining traits of his character.
Tyrone was a very neat and well-groomed person. I remember him carrying a code that he would use to make sure that there was never a hair out of place. He's a very smart, intelligent person who worked very hard at his schoolwork. A quiet person who gave his opinion when needed and would back it up with logic. I am not surprised by what he has achieved in life.
Tyrone Chong's life journey from his formative years at Camperdown High School to his illustrious career and unwavering commitment to service is an inspiration to us all. He embodies the values of hard work, determination, and personal responsibility that Camperdown instills in its students.
Chung, I need to ask you, how did we happen to pass the same subjects in A levels, history, geography, and economics, and you have become this hotshot lawyer while I ended up becoming an accountant?
Tonight, as we induct Tyrone Donovan Chong into the 2023 Camperdown Hall of Fame, we celebrate his remarkable achievements and the enduring legacy of Camperdown High School. Congratulations, Tyrone Chong, on this well-deserved honor. Your journey serves as a beacon of inspiration and a testament to the potential that lies within us all when we dare to dream, work hard, and remain committed to our goals. Thank you for your outstanding contributions to the legal field and your steadfast but silent service to the community.
And I invite Mrs. Sharon Johnson, GS at Castan, to make a special presentation to Mr. Tyrone Chong, who will then respond.
Can I start now, ladies and gentlemen? Friends, brothers and sisters. When I came in tonight, I sort of was lost because I did not see any faces that I could remember. But as the night grew older, when we had something to eat, I saw a few persons that I recognized. That said, I am sure that possibly 90% of this gathering tonight is asking itself, where did this guy come from? Well, I did not come from Mars, right? As the photo showed, I am Jamaican born and bred. But not unfortunately, I'm now lost between two shores. Because you could see those that have eyes to see, and I was sitting beside someone, right? And I'm sure it did not take a lot to say, wow, she is something. And she was the reason why I left Jamaica. Not because I did not like Jamaica, but there was something probably a little bit more tempting. And, sometimes I say, she was really, what you want to call it now, my lotto ticket. Okay? And I'm saying this with all sincerity. I know I'm taking more than my 2 minutes, but because my video was not as long, I can get some extra time to talk about before I come on to what I'm supposed to be here for. So I think I did not know that Colin would remember all of these things, right? Because it's possibly now almost 50, 60 years since we departed. And he's quite right. He said that we went to school together from Form 1. He reminded me something that I'm trying to still figure it out. Because in my mind, I went to Camperdown in 1963. And he said, no, chummy man, you came to Camperdown with me in 1964. So I said, boy, the way I did this 63 thing, I worked it backwards. Okay? So I knew after I left Camperdown, I went straight to the University of the West Indies. I graduated in 1973 from University of Mona. It took me 3 years. So that would have brought me to 1970, if my maths is correct. I knew I spent 7 years at Camperdown, 5 years doing O-levels, and 2 years doing A-level. So I said, no man, go back. And up to now, I used all of last night trying to figure out the maths. And I can't still figure it out. So probably that's why he became the accountant. But there's another reason. Colin was a guy, he says he's an accountant, but he likes to keep other people's money. But I like to keep my own money. So that is why, I probably end up doing law. But believe you me, I had no desire to do law. I just got there by a process of elimination. You go to school and you do some subjects, and you find why you end up where you are. Not because by default. Not like my fellow alumni. He, did. I spoke to her last night, and from day one, I could see that she had some, mathematical inclination. That is why. But trust me, when I went to university, I discovered that because in those days, I hope you can just give me a little chance and not get bored with me. I wanna tell you how I really end up doing this thing, right? So I went, as I told you, to university after sixth form. So in those days, everybody did the first year subjects, right? So I had a lot of difficulty passing a subject called statistics. So second year now is the time when you go and they say, okay, you have to specialize, so called. So my options was very small. So you had accounting, econ, management studies. Then you had political science, international relations, sociology. So immediately I know accounting, econ, and management study was loaded with maths. So I said, sorry, I can't go there. So I flip a coin and I say, you know what? Let me try something that I was sort of good at history. Let me do some political science. I know in those days, you want to be a radical, right? So I said, okay, let me do this thing. So when I graduated after 3 years, I said, look, man, what am I doing with this thing? What am I really doing with this thing? So I said, you know what? The only thing I can do to make some money, let me try the law. So I packed my bags and I went to Caveville, and I'm leading it up to something now. So I went down to Caveville, where the law faculty was, and it was a good thing. Not because I was going to be a lawyer, but because I met the lady of my life. So that is how I became a lawyer. But it seems as if because you guys have made me inducted me into this Hall of Fame, that I've done something. So, and on paper, I have done some real stuff, but I won't bore you with it tonight. If when we finish this conversation, you want to ask me, extraordinary things, I can give you the details, okay? But leave that for another show. Okay, let me get into really what I'm supposed to do. Thanks. Probably I should have been a comedian. So having said all of this, I want to thank the select committee for finding us to be worthy to be nominated as the 2023 inductee into the Camperdown Hall of Fame. Right? I am sure, and I'm positively sure, that the committee, whoever you are, did your due diligence thoroughly. Because, as I said, 90% of this room don't know who this guy is, right? So they must have gone and said, but why is this guy, why do we want him in this Hall of Flames? So I know you guys have really gone through and done a good job. Having said that, I really and truly, on behalf of myself and Rosemary, hope that I never, ever, and I speak for Rosemary also, betray the trust and the faith that you have put in me and Rosemary. Because this is something, at least I can speak for myself, and I know I can speak for Rosemary, because I did not know her before. When I look at the movie, I call it a movie because it was one of those you see on TV, nice, very informative documentary. That she is what I would call in the legal profession a fit and proper person, if I may say so myself. So I'm going to again thank you guys for having made me one of yours, all of Flamers. And I promise you that I will keep that torch of flame. And as I say, I'm speaking on behalf of myself and my fellow honoree who I've just known last night. But I believe every word that she has said, that we will keep that torch of flame burning to light the path for others who are strong enough to follow us. But it's not for the faint of heart. We did not get there overnight. Right? You have to be strong, you have to persevere, and it will happen. I just wanted to correct one thing that was said on this committee. Right? You see, it says you must dream and then work, and the dream will come true. I do it the other way. You must work, and then your dreams will come true, not the other way around. I know I have taken more than my 2 minutes. Mr. President, I did not have a movie, so I am just throwing back. Right? And from what response I've made, I think you will allow me to just bear 2 more minutes. And this one is going to be 2 minutes and under. Okay? I know that all of us here tonight have not seen each other for a long, long time. So I know that you would want to sit and reflect about the good old days. Right? And to reminisce on some of the sweeter days of our lives. So I will end here now. Again, I thank everybody for attending, bearing with me, and with God's blessing, Camperdown will continue to grow, and may all of you stay well, keep safe until we meet again.
You know, you missed your calling, Tyrone. Mr. Chung should have been a comedian, but then again, it's not too late. He told me about something else at the table. I want to congratulate our honorees again. Let's give them a loud round of applause. Inducted into the Hall of Fame and Fame. Is it Flame? It is. Because I was about to go home like, you know who just got inducted into the Hall of Fame? A flame. Right. But I'm telling you, we do need a flame for Mr. Chung. And not a film. A flame. Why, Mr. Chung, you are something else. But I want to big up Mrs. Chung. Because boy, if it wasn't for her, he would not have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. So thank you. And Campion. I was thinking about my son's choices, Camperdown, Campion. Because he's in grade 6. Yes, Mr. Bailey. I think it's in the zone. But now that I've been here tonight, I'm going to change the choices real quick. We're going to Camperdown, where the best come from. Ladies and gentlemen, talking about the best, we're going to move now to Mrs. Shauna Lee Mays, who will deliver the vote of thanks.
Wow, what a night. This was nothing short of amazing. Good, influential, talented, and unique people. Our principal, Mr. Valentine Bailey, Casta's president, Mr. Wavell Adams, the executive body of Casta, members of the Florida chapter,